Your legs could be growing weaker every single night, and you might not even notice. Cramps, wobbly steps, trouble getting up. These are signs your legs are begging for help. But in this video, you'll discover 8 powerful foods that can restore strength in just 12 hours. For millions of seniors, the first real sign of aging isn't gray hair or wrinkles. It says the slow breakdown of leg power. One day it's hard to get off the couch. Next, walking upstairs feels impossible. And then comes the fall that changes everything. But science has now uncovered a faster way to fight back. With food. Real food. Not supplements. Not treatments. Just natural ingredients that fuel your muscles, reduce inflammation, and send fresh oxygen-rich blood to your legs. They aren't exotic superfoods either. They're simple, affordable, and may already be sitting in your kitchen. If you felt your legs growing weaker lately, don't ignore it. This isn't just aging, it's a warning. And what you eat tonight could mean the difference between struggling or standing strong tomorrow morning. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 8 game-changing foods your legs are begging for, and how to use them for real, lasting strength. One quiet weekend, I visited my old college buddy. Nice. We hadn't seen each other in years, but when the door opened, I froze. It wasn't Nice who greeted me. It was a man easily in his 80s, yet standing tall, smiling wide, full of energy. "Mike, right?" he said warmly. "Nice talks about you all the time." His name was Mr. Emerson, Nice's father. I bowed slightly out of respect, but I was shocked. His steps were strong, long, and steady. His hands moved quickly. His face, bright, glowing, full of life. Not a trace of that drained, frail look we often see in folks his age. We talked by the fireplace for hours, laughing like old friends. But I couldn't help myself. I finally asked, "Sir, how are you this healthy? You move better than me, and even better than your son." I told him about my own parents, same age, but suffering. Weak legs, cramps, nights filled with pain. He smiled and said, "It's simple. 8 foods. I eat them every single day." That night, I drove straight to Dr. John, my trusted retired physician. When I told him the story, he nodded and said, "That's not luck. That's nutrition." Dr. John sat back in his chair, folded his hands, and said, "Mike, most people lose their leg strength because they ignore one simple mineral, and it's killing their mobility." I leaned in. He continued, "That mineral is magnesium, and the #1 source almost no senior pays attention to. Pumpkin seeds?" I blinked. "Seeds," he nodded. 2 tablespoons of raw soaked pumpkin seeds can deliver a wave of magnesium that your leg muscles desperately need to contract and relax. Without it, you cramp, you twitch, you stumble, your nerves misfire, and your legs, they give out when you need them most. He wasn't joking. He said studies show that seniors low in magnesium suffer nearly twice as much fatigue in walking tests. They're more likely to fall. But pumpkin seeds don't stop there. They're loaded with zinc and anti-inflammatory fats, both vital for stable hormones and strong muscles. But here's the trick, he warned. You must soak them overnight. That removes phytic acid, which blocks absorption. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. He smiled and added, "Sprinkle them over oatmeal. Blend them in a smoothie. Eat them raw. Just don't ignore them. These little seeds might just save your legs." Dr. John didn't skip a beat. He leaned forward, eyes sharp, and said, "Now listen carefully, Mike. If your parents ever wake up with stiff, aching legs, or struggle with soreness after walking or climbing stairs, they need this next one immediately. Tart cherry juice." I raised an eyebrow. "Cherry juice," he nodded. "But not just any kind. I'm talking about 100% pure tart cherry juice. Unsweetened, concentrated, and powerful. It's packed with anthocyanins, compounds that slash inflammation, improve blood flow, and flush out lactic acid faster than most medications. That's why your legs feel heavy, because they're drowning in leftover waste. He said one small glass, just 6 to 8 ounces, can reduce muscle pain by 23% overnight in seniors. But, he warned, don't buy the sugary cocktail stuff. That's garbage. You want the dark, bitter kind, the one that actually works? I asked when to drink it. On an empty stomach in the morning or right after activity? It gets to work in 8 to 12 hours. He paused, then smiled. Most people think it's just a trendy drink, but for older legs, it's medicine in a bottle. And trust me, Mike, your parents will feel the difference the very next day. Dr. John tapped his fingers on the table and said, now, Mike, this next one, most folks eat it wrong, and because of that, they miss out on one of the fastest leg-repairing vegetables out there, spinach. But not raw, it must be cooked. I was surprised. He explained, spinach is rich in iron, potassium, magnesium, all essential for muscle strength and circulation. But more importantly, it's packed with nitrates. And nitrates are the secret to oxygen-rich blood reaching your legs. He looked me dead in the eye. When blood doesn't flow right, legs cramp, they tire fast. Your parents feel like their legs are filled with cement. That's a circulation problem, not just aging. He continued, cooked spinach breaks down oxalates, those pesky compounds that block mineral absorption. Once removed, your muscles can finally absorb the good stuff. He told me seniors who eat cooked spinach see faster walking speeds and better leg endurance, sometimes within 12 hours. It with olive oil, garlic, maybe lemon, he said. Do it right, and it becomes rocket fuel for tired legs. Then he added softly, Mike, if your parents had just one green to eat every day, make it spinach, but always cook it. Dr. John leaned back, cracked a small smile, and said, now, Mike, this next one is humble, but it's a powerhouse. Lentils. Most people overlook them. But for seniors, they're like leg fuel in disguise. I raised an eyebrow. Lentils? He nodded. They've got the trifecta. Slow-burning carbs, high-quality plant protein, essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and potassium. That combo feeds your muscles steadily. Not all at once like sugar or white bread. He paused and added, you know that mid-afternoon leg fatigue your parents feel? That weak, sinking feeling just from standing or walking too long? Lentils stop that, said a study showed seniors who ate lentils every day for just 2 weeks improved muscle endurance by 22%. But it gets better. Lentils are rich in leucine, an amino acid that triggers muscle repair, he said. And their prebiotic fiber supports gut health, so you actually absorb the nutrients you eat. His voice turned serious. But avoid canned ones. Too much salt, too many additives. Use dry lentils, simmer them soft, and add anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric or garlic. Then he looked at me and said, feed your legs lentils, Mike, and watch how fast they stop begging for rest. Dr. John leaned in again, this time more serious than ever. Mike, if there's one food that too many older adults give up, it's salmon. And that's a mistake. I asked why. He said because salmon is the perfect triple threat for aging legs. High-quality protein. omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, all in one bite. He explained that muscles don't just need protein to grow. They need fats that fight inflammation, vitamin D to absorb calcium and control muscle contractions. Without all three, you're limping toward disaster. He cited a study. Seniors who ate salmon 3 times a week boosted their leg strength by 24% in just 10 days. That's not theory, Mike. That's fact, he said. Omega-3 South. Reduce muscle stiffness. Vitamin D prevents cramps. And the protein rebuilds damaged fibers. especially around the knees and thighs. He raised a finger, but only wild-caught salmon, not farmed. No sugary glazes, no deep frying. Keep it clean. Lemon, herbs, olive oil. Grill or bake it. Then he looked me square in the eye. Even a 4-ounce piece at dinner can change how your legs feel the next morning. Salmon isn't just dinner, Mike. For seniors, it's recovery on a plate. Dr. John chuckled as he reached for his notebook. Now, Mike, if someone told me a tiny seed could rebuild senior muscle like a steak, I wouldn't have believed them either, until I saw what quinoa can do. He flipped a page. Quinoa is one of the few plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids. That makes it a complete protein, and perfect for older folks who want strong legs without relying on heavy meats. I leaned in closer. It's also packed with iron, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin E, he continued. Those support circulation, energy production, reduce inflammation. All crucial for keeping your legs stable, coordinated, and ready to move. Then he lowered his voice. A recent study found that seniors who swapped out white rice for quinoa performed better in walking tests the very next morning. Stronger steps. Less soreness, better balance. He grinned. The trick. And rinse it well. Get rid of the bitterness. Then cook it soft in water or low-sodium broth. I asked how to eat it. Mix it with spinach, eggs, or roasted veggies. Simple, powerful. He tapped his notebook. For seniors. Quinoa isn't just trendy health food. It's leg medicine in disguise. Dr. John's eyes lit up as he flipped to the next page. Now, Mike, this one. It's nature's blood flow booster beets. It's bright red, humble, and completely underestimated. I raised an eyebrow. Beets. He nodded. Loaded with natural nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels and sends oxygen-rich blood straight to your legs. He leaned in. Poor circulation is one of the biggest hidden causes of leg weakness in seniors. If your legs feel heavy, slow, or stiff, chances are they're starving for oxygen. He wasn't exaggerating. One study showed seniors who drank beet juice walked 19% faster just hours later. Not weeks, Mike. Hours, he said firmly. And another study found daily beet juice lowered blood pressure and improved arterial flexibility, both key to stronger, more stable legs. I asked how to use it. Steam it, roast it, or blend it with fruit in a smoothie. But for fastest results, pure, unsweetened beet juice. Just 4 to 6 ounces in the morning? He grinned. It's so powerful. Even athletes drink it before competition. For older adults, beets are your shortcut to better steps, less strain, and legs that finally feel alive again. Dr. John leaned back, eyes steady, and said, Now, Mike, this last one, it's not just food. It's liquid repair, and most people have no idea what it can do. I'm talking about bone broth. I blinked. Soup? He nodded slowly. But not just any soup. Real bone broth is packed with collagen, gelatin, and amino acids like glycine and proline. The exact building blocks your muscles and joints are begging for. He explained how these nutrients help rebuild damaged muscle fibers, lubricate joints, and cut down inflammation at the cellular level. A single cup, he said, can start reducing leg stiffness in just a few hours. He pointed to his notes. Studies show seniors drinking collagen-rich bone broth report 36% greater leg strength and flexibility in 1 week. And the best part? The nutrients are already broken down. Your body absorbs them fast. He added, sip it warm in the morning or after movement. Make it from scratch if you can. Simmer bones with herbs, garlic, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. No shortcuts. Then he looked me straight in the eye. Mike, if your parents want to walk pain-free again, start with 1 healing cup today. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to say could be the wake-up call your legs have been waiting for. If you're over 60 and your legs feel weaker, stiffer, or more painful with each passing week, this is not just old age, it's a warning. And ignoring it is dangerous. Weak legs lead to falls. Falls lead to hospital stays. And too often, those stays turn into losing your independence. But it doesn't have to end that way. Today, we've revealed 8 scientifically backed foods that can begin rebuilding your leg strength in just 12 hours. Not with pills, not with gimmicks, with real food. The kind your muscles, joints, and blood vessels are starving for. So I challenge you. Don't wait for the next cramp, the next stumble, or the next time you can't get out of your chair. Start with just one of these foods tonight, and another tomorrow, and watch what happens when you give your legs the nutrients they've been begging for. Still have questions? Drop them in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you found this helpful, hit that bell, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because strong legs aren't just about walking, they're about freedom. Let's fight back, one bite at a time.